this video is going to look at how to turn a vegetable, particularly a potato. So for this particular skill, you need to have your green chopping board. You can use a cook's knife, and you need this lovely little knife which has a nice little beak on it, and we call this turning knife. So there are a number of ways that you can do a turned potato. If it's a larger potato, what you're probably going to do is cut your potato into quarters to begin with, and then you're going to turn each quarter. But because this potato is quite little, what I'll do is I'll just turn the one potato. Okay, so to turn the potato, similarly to when you did your macedoine, you're going to cut your edges and you're going to cut it into a rectangular prism. So what you should have is a fairly rough rectangular prism. Now the idea is that we're going to turn this potato into a football shape, and to do that we need to decide on a point, and then we're going to turn it using this turning knife coming towards you. Now this can be a little bit tricky, and what a lot of people will find is they get really jerky with their movements, but the idea is, and the skill is, to make it one clean cut. And the way to do that is to hold your knife fairly firmly in your fingers, making sure that you don't have your fingers under the blade, but you want your finger just under this little section here, and you're going to pretty much try and control the top of your blade with your fingers. A lot of people will try and turn like this, and they just don't have the control over their knife. So we want to try and make about 8 clean turns, and now that might take us a while. In terms of holding the potato in this hand, what I would do is hold it fairly firmly in the hand, so it's not gonna, don't try and hold it like this, because you're gonna find that it's just too difficult. If you hold it fairly firmly in the palm of your hand, you should have a lot more control over the potato. So you're gonna do one cut, and we want to turn it into a football, so we want to have 2 peaks either side. So that's one. So you can see there that my potato has this nice little barrel shape. Now if you'd like to have it pointier at the ends, it would just mean that you have to carve it a little bit more at the ends, but trying not to cut too much into your potato, because you don't want to end up with not having a potato. So if you want it pointier at the ends, just in the cuts that you've already done, just make it a tiny little bit more pointier. But you really want those nice smooth cuts along your potato. And then you'll end up with this lovely little barrel shape, which you can put on a plate, and it's just a nice little touch to potato. So that is how you turn a potato.